I got a friend, he's ugly. We were talking the other day, and I feel bad saying that, but he's not here, so. We were hanging out, and I have a hot friend, too. I have a hot friend and an ugly friend. I have many friends, but two friends in this joke, and one's hot, and the other one's ugly, and my ugly friend was talking about how he can't get laid, and then we had to pretend it's not because he's ugly. Do you guys ever do that for your friend? He's like, oh, no one's having sex with me. We're like, what? These bitches, man. What the hell? Then he goes to the bathroom and we're like, why does he think someone would have sex with him? That's hilarious. What? It's because he's hideous. Then he comes back. My hot friend starts giving him advice. Nobody wants advice from a hot person. No offense if you're hot. I'm looking around. There's a couple of you here, but not many. And he says this. He goes, you need more confidence. And I'm like, no, he needs your face. That's why you're confident, because you have a good face. He has a bad one. And he says, this is hot people advice. He goes, this is what I do. I just walk up to women in the park, start talking to them. Then my ugly friend gets hope. He's like, I can do that? And then I had to be the one that was like, don't do that. You're gonna get maced if you walk up to women in the park. Are you kidding? He can do that because he has a strong jawline and he's tan and his tongue is not visible when he's talking to other people the way yours is. I'm like, you can get laid. I don't know how you're gonna get laid. You can do it. Everyone gets laid at some point, I think. I have sex all the time. I'm not a hot guy. You're probably like, well, how do you do? I got married. That's how I did it. That's my advice. People say when you get married, you stop having sex, but I think that's only true if you're like a hot dude that like, you know, smashes puss or whatever. If you're like a hot guy that gets laid all the time, don't get married. You'll have sex less. But if you never get laid, get married. You'll have sex more. Like, what's the hardest part of getting laid? You got to convince somebody to come back to your house. You got to be like, come on, my house is fun and safe, you know? That's hard. Women are like, I don't know. You're like, I swear, promise, you know? That's like tricky. I don't have to do that. My wife lives in my house. I don't have to do anything. I can just turn and be like, you want to have sex? And that works. Not every time. I don't want you to think, you know. It works like 3 out of 10 times. That's not bad. I'm a baseball guy. That's all-star team, you know? You do that for 10, 15 years, you're in the Hall of Fame, so...